Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a review on the L'Oreal Lumi Cushion Foundation. I can't really call this a first impression because I've actually been wearing this foundation for a couple of weeks now. Actually, a funny story about this foundation. So Jaclyn Hill did a, I don't know if it was a favorites video or, I think it was a favorites video. And I was watching it one night. I was in my pajamas in bed or ready for bed, and I was watching it, and she started talking about this foundation, and she started talking about some of the NYX liquid lipstick products, the newer ones, and I was texting on a group text with two of my friends, Karen and KK, who we are so funny because we are both all three makeup addicts, and Kate actually has a blog called Kate Loves Makeup, and it's awesome. She does really great reviews on different products. Her Instagram, she's always reviewing products. I definitely recommend following her. I will leave that information in the description box below. But anyway, so we're always just on a group text, just like talking to each other about different products that we got or love and all of that good stuff. And I remember texting them saying, I'm getting out of bed and I'm going to Ulta right now. It was like 8 p.m. and I think Ulta closed at 9. And I literally had not a stitch of makeup on, but I jumped out of bed and I picked up KK. She was like, well, come pick me up. So I picked her up because she lives in the neighborhood next to us. And we went to Ulta and I had to get this foundation. So I've been using it for several weeks, but I really like it, and I've been wanting to do this review for a while, and I just haven't got around to doing it. But anyway, here I am, and I'm going to give you guys my review and a demo on this foundation. I don't have any foundation on right now. I have eye makeup on, but I have nothing on my skin. I had foundation, I took it off, so my skin is kind of settling down from the makeup removing wipes. I'm going to put my hair back though because it is going to be in my way while I do this. Okay, so here, I think I say this in all of my videos when I talk about foundations, but I have always been a matte finish, full coverage, lovin' kind of girl. Like, don't get too dewy or glowy on the skin because I just feel oily or shiny. I don't like that. But as I get older, I'm finding myself kind of like gravitating more towards like glowy or dewy foundations, and further away from the full coverage matte foundations. I don't know if it's because my skin's getting older and it's just looks heavier now when I wear tons of heavy full coverage foundation. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm going to quit talking because I'm not really going anywhere with this, and I just want to show you guys this foundation, tell you a little bit about it, and apply it for you. So the L'Oreal Lumi True Match Foundation. Let me get that glare out of there. Retails for anywhere from like $14.97 to like $16.99, I think is what I saw online. It's a liquid foundation, but it comes in a compact. You have a little puff like this, and then it has this cushion. I don't know if we can call this technology, but it's a cushion with the foundation inside of it. So you can see that when you touch it, you get a good generous amount of foundation on your finger. I don't apply it with my fingers though, but I just wanted to show you guys how that comes out when, hold on, my mom is texting me about my baby girl and I need to respond. Okay. Okay, so anyway, it comes like that, and it comes with this applicator. As you can see, I have never used the applicator to apply this foundation. I don't really like using applicators that come with typically I just always use a brush or a beauty blender or my Real Techniques sponge. But anyway, the finish on this is luminous, it's glowy, it's dewy. The coverage is pretty good. I don't know if it's described as a full coverage foundation on L'Oreal's website, but I feel like it's buildable coverage. So you can get really natural kind of sheer finish from it, or you can build it to get a little bit more. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. Like I said, I have nothing on my skin right now. I don't even have primer on. So I'm just going to go in with my sponge directly into the product, okay? And I'm just going to pat it on my skin. The one thing I don't like about drugstore foundations is you can't really test them, right? You have to just kind of guess your color. I feel like I did pretty good with this one though. The Ulta that I was at, it didn't have a wide range of shades. So you can see pretty quickly that it gives pretty good coverage. I mean, you can see that I have some freckles and some sunspots on this side of the face, and it did a pretty good job of covering it up on this side of the face. But you can still see this one spot here, so you can still see my skin through it, which I like. Again, I want something just to even all my skin tone out, but not make me look like I have a thick, heavy mask on my skin. I first applied this with a brush when I first got it, and I liked the way that applied. I like the way that the sponge applies better though. It's a better application for this particular type of product. It's really dewy though, like I'm feeling the need to set it. That's just me though, that's just my personal taste. If you like really dewy, glowy foundations, you probably will not want to touch this. I just feel like, you know, in order for my blush and my bronzer and everything to go on smoothly and nicely, I'm going to need to set it. I don't have any concealer on. I'm going to put some concealer on in a second. It's really pretty though, and it's really buildable. So you can kind of get the amount of coverage that you want from it just by adding a little bit bitty layers. And I recommend doing that versus getting a whole lot and like packing it on the face and then trying to blend all that out. Just go in with little layers, like do one little layer first and then go back and add just the foundation in the areas that you need it. Most of us do not need full coverage everywhere, you know? Most of us have like just certain areas of the skin that we want to cover more than we need coverage in other areas. Like the center of the face tends to have the most discoloration, blemishes, like scars from acne. Sun damage is usually in the center of the face, and there's usually not a lot on the perimeters of the face. So I like to keep that more sheer. Also, that'll keep you from having that harsh line of foundation. You know, if you have more product here and then you blend it out to the perimeters of your face, it's going to have a more seamless transition from makeup to no makeup. Oh, this is so pretty. Y'all, I love this look for like going out or nighttime or winter, like when your skin's really dry from the cold air. This gives your skin life. In the summertime in Texas though, it is hot, and I do not like dewy or glowy foundations because I feel like an hour later I look in the mirror and I'm like melting. Okay, so let's go ahead and put some concealer on really quickly, and powder and blush and all that good stuff. I'm going to powder one side and I'm going to leave the other side unpowdered. That way you can see it both ways. Okay, so concealer is on. I'm going to go ahead and powder one side and do a powder bronzer, and then I'm going to do cream bronzer and blush on the other side and not powder anything. So for powder, I'm going to keep the powder very, very lightweight. Let's see. Translucent powder. I'm using the Makeup Forever HD, and I'm using a huge fluffy brush just so I don't pick up and apply too much product. And I'm just going to like pat it on my skin, okay? I'm not going to like brush it because then it's just going to move that foundation around, okay? I'm just going to do that. So you can see the difference between the two sides, right? You can still see that luminosity here, and it's kind of eliminated it over here. It's definitely mattified things quite a bit. Okay, for bronzer, I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown Golden Light on one side of my face. And then for the other side, the side that I didn't powder, I'm going to use the Chanel Soleil de Tan foundation bronzer. This is a good cream bronzer. I have this Love Flush palette by Too Faced. It's really cute. And I'm just going to use a combination of these two blushes here. One's like a mauve rose, and then one's like a peachy pink. Okay, so I'm actually really preferring the side that I did not set with powder. I think that looks the prettiest. Is NARS Chelsea Girls. Chelsea. It's actually Chelsea, but I want to say Chelsea because of my friend Chelsea. All right, so that is the full demo. I don't know if you guys can tell. I feel like you can because I'm looking at the monitor and I can definitely tell this side has more of like a luminous glow and highlight here, and this is more matte. Actually, I like the way this looks better. I think for like full day wear though, I think this is gonna wear better. Again, it just depends on your skin type and it depends on where you live. If you live in a really cold, dry climate versus, you know, a hot, humid climate. Yeah, what else can I say about this foundation? So it does come in 12 different shades. It is sheer to medium buildable coverage. So it's great for like an everyday foundation, because if you want to get something similar to like a BB cream and just get it really sheer and natural, you can achieve that. And then if you're going out and you want to build it, you can add more to get that more medium coverage that you like. So I think that's all I have to say about this foundation. I do really like this foundation. I like that it's easy to apply. I like the fact that it's in a compact and it's not a liquid. Again, I would recommend using a beauty blender to apply it versus using the little applicator that it comes with. Or a brush. I used a brush when I first got it, and I like the way a beauty blender applies it better, or the Real Technique sponge, because it really just like presses the product into the skin. When I used a brush, I just was kind of moving it around on the skin, and it didn't really give me as nice and of a natural finish as this application did with the Real Technique sponge. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful. If it was and you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, please do so. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Hey, don't you think I can see that you've been looking at me, that you've been staring at my face? Hey baby, I don't